Dear Chosen One, this message has found you at the perfect moment. There are no accidents. This is divine timing, and what you're about to hear will shift your entire spiritual journey. The universe, the divine forces that guide you, have led you here because you are ready to understand, ready to awaken, ready to claim what has always been yours. This message is not just for anyone. It is for the rare souls who have been marked, set apart and chosen by God. If you are listening, it means you are among them. And today you will discover the 5 spiritual gifts that only the most powerful chosen ones receive. These are not just abilities or talents. They are sacred tools divinely assigned to those who are meant to walk the highest spiritual path. Not every chosen one receives these gifts. Some walk their path with light, but only a select few are entrusted with the full weight of these divine blessings. These gifts are not given by chance. They are earned through trials, suffering, and spiritual warfare. They are not easy to carry, but they are the mark of true spiritual power. If you possess even one of these gifts, know that you are different. You are not meant to blend in. You are here to shift realities, to guide others, to bring light where there is darkness. But with great gifts comes great responsibility, and if you do not understand your gifts, if you do not use them wisely, they can become burdens instead of blessings. Don't be indifferent, chosen one, because these are 5 spiritual gifts that only the most powerful among you receive. Chosen one, before we dive deeper, I want you to acknowledge this truth. If you feel this message in your soul, if your spirit recognizes the power of what is being spoken, I invite you to comment 777 below right now. Claim your divine path. Let the universe see your acknowledgement. Declare that you are ready to step into your full power. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon. This is not just another channel. This is a divine transmission meant for you. I also want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have chosen to support this message through super thanks. Your generosity and belief in this divine mission means so much to me. Whether you've donated or not, your presence here, your engagement, and your energy are deeply appreciated. Spiritual gift number 1, divine intuition. Chosen one, the first and most powerful gift that only the most divinely selected among you receive is divine intuition. This is not just an ordinary instinct or a natural human tendency that everyone possesses. It is a sacred, direct line of communication with the universe itself, a spiritual compass that guides you far beyond the constraints of logic, reason, and human understanding. It is the ability to know without needing proof, to sense what cannot be seen, and to understand truths that others remain blind to, regardless of the circumstances. This gift is one of the clearest signs that you have been chosen by God for a greater purpose. From the time you were young, you felt different. You could sense things before they happened. There was no logical reason for you to know what was coming, yet you did. You could feel the energy of a person before they even spoke a word. You walked into a room and immediately knew if something was off, even if everything appeared normal on the surface. It wasn't just suspicion, overthinking, or paranoia. It was knowing. Others may have dismissed it, called it overreacting, or even labeled you as too sensitive. But deep down, you knew the truth. Your spirit was tuned into something much greater than the physical world. This gift communicates in a voice that does not speak with words, but with feelings, energy, and an unshakable sense of truth. It is a direct connection to the higher realms, a spiritual download that gives you knowledge without explanation. It is how the universe whispers to you, how God shows you what the eyes cannot see. Have you ever had a moment when you simply knew something was going to happen, even though there was no tangible evidence to support your feeling? Have you ever felt that sudden, undeniable urge to go one way instead of another, only to find out later that it was the right decision? That was not coincidence or luck. That was divine intuition working through you, guiding, protecting, and revealing. The Bible speaks of this gift in 1 Corinthians 2:10, which says, "But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God." This verse affirms that divine intuition is a gift directly from the Holy Spirit, not something earned nor based on worldly logic. It is a divine revelation, a spiritual understanding that transcends human knowledge. You have always felt it, haven't you? The strong, unexplainable urges to go one way instead of another, the warnings that saved you from danger, the dreams that later turned out to be messages. You could tell when someone was lying, even when their words were perfect. You knew when something was wrong, even when no evidence supported it. And more often than not, you were right. Consider the story of Joseph, whose divine intuition helped him interpret dreams and understand the hidden truths that would later save nations. In Genesis 41:16, Joseph responded, "It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace." Joseph's ability to perceive the truth was not his own. It was a direct gift from God, given to him for a greater purpose. Like Joseph, your intuition connects you to the divine, revealing truths that others cannot see. For the chosen ones, this gift opens the door to a deeper connection with God, providing a direct link to the higher realms of wisdom. But here's the thing about this gift, chosen one. Not everyone will believe you. People will question you. They will demand proof. They will say, "How do you know?" And the truth is, you won't be able to explain it. You just do. That is what makes divine intuition so powerful, but also so difficult. It requires trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in your spiritual connection. Trust that what you feel is real, even when the world tries to convince you otherwise. The greatest mistake a chosen one can make is ignoring this gift. If you doubt yourself, if you let the noise of the world silence that inner knowing, you will lose the guidance that was given to you for a reason. That is why this gift is only given to the strongest chosen ones, because it requires courage to follow it. Matthew 17:20 reminds us, "For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you." Even a small amount of faith in your intuition can move mountains. This is the strength you carry as a chosen one. Divine intuition is not loud. It is not forceful. It does not shout. It is a whisper, a quiet nudge, a gentle but persistent pull in the right direction. The noise of the world, the doubts of your mind, and the distractions of everyday life can drown it out if you are not careful. Psalm 46:10 calls us to be still and know that I am God. In silence, you will hear the voice of your intuition more clearly. To strengthen this gift, you must learn silence, disconnect from the distractions, the opinions, the fears, and the doubts. Spend time in solitude, meditate, pray, reflect. Listen not with your ears, but with your spirit. The more you do this, the stronger your intuition will become. The Bible captures this wisdom in Proverbs 3:5-6. "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." This verse calls you to trust in the guidance of God, especially when it doesn't align with human logic. It is through trust that your divine intuition becomes stronger, allowing you to walk confidently in the path that has been set before you. Have you ever experienced a moment of divine protection when you sensed danger and took action without fully understanding why? Or perhaps you've had dreams that later unfolded exactly as you saw them. These moments are more than just coincidences. They are a manifestation of divine intuition. Look to the story of Esther, who saved her people by trusting her intuition, acting boldly, even when her life was at risk. Esther 4:14 speaks of this divine moment. "For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, Then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed. And who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Esther's willingness to trust her divine intuition not only saved her people, but also changed the course of history. Your intuition is a divine weapon, a spiritual armor that shields you from harm and leads you toward your highest purpose. Chosen one, if this resonates with your spirit, if you know that you have this gift, acknowledge it now. Comment 777 below and claim your divine intuition. Declare that you trust it, that you embrace it, that you will no longer doubt what your spirit already knows. This is only the beginning. There are more gifts waiting for you. Spiritual gift number 2, unbreakable spirit. Chosen one, if you have walked the path of suffering and still stand strong today, you possess one of the rarest and most powerful spiritual gifts, the unbreakable spirit. This is not just resilience or strength, it is something divine, something beyond human willpower. It is the ability to withstand storms that were meant to destroy you, to rise from ashes where others have fallen, and to endure pain that would have shattered lesser souls. This gift is not given to the weak. It is reserved only for those who have been tested in the fires of adversity and emerged untouchable. Have you ever wondered why, despite all the hardships and obstacles, you are still standing? That is your divine gift, your unbreakable spirit. From the moment you entered this world, life has not been easy. You were not handed comfort or ease. You were handed trials. You were placed on a battlefield where struggle, hardship, and adversity followed you like shadows. And yet, you are still here, still breathing, still standing, still walking forward. That is not a coincidence. That is divine selection. The unbreakable spirit is a gift that no enemy, no betrayal, no suffering can take away. It is forged through pain, strengthened through loss, and sharpened through rejection. Think back to your journey, chosen one. How many times have you been knocked down? How many times have people tried to break you, to silence you, to bury your dreams and your hopes? And yet, every time you rose again, not because it was easy, not because you wanted to, but because you were created to endure. Isaiah 40:29 tells us, "He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength." This is the promise that when you feel weakest, God's strength is there to carry you. Do you feel that divine strength coursing through you, even in your weakest moments? It is not by your own power that you stand. It is through God's grace that you are able to endure. There are those who crumble under pressure, who fall apart when life becomes difficult, but not you. You have survived what most people could never bear. You have endured heartbreak, deception, abandonment, and loss. You have walked through darkness where others would have given up. The reason is clear. You were built differently. Your purpose is greater than theirs. Pain has been your teacher. Every wound you have suffered has carried a lesson. Every betrayal has revealed the truth about others. Every hardship has stripped away illusions and made you see reality for what it truly is. James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him." Every trial you have endured, chosen one, has been a part of your preparation for the crown of life. The heartache, the moments when you thought you could not go on, they have not defeated you. They have shaped you into the person you are today. Look at your past, chosen one. How many times have you been knocked down only to rise again? The people who doubted you, the situations that tried to break you, the moments when you thought you couldn't go on, these were the very things that made you who you are. You are not just strong, you are unbreakable, and that is something only the most powerful chosen ones can claim. 2 Corinthians 4:8-9 says, "We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed. Like the Apostle Paul, you too have faced troubles on every side, yet you have not been crushed. You have been perplexed and even persecuted, yet you have never given up. This verse is a reminder that even when it feels like everything is working against you, God's strength will keep you standing. But here is the burden of this gift. It isolates you. It makes you different. People look at you and wonder how you are still standing, how you can endure so much without breaking. They do not understand the depth of your pain because you do not show it. They do not see the battles you fight in silence because you carry them within you. And in this way, the strongest are often the most alone. Psalm 34:18 offers comfort. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Even in your moments of solitude, when you feel like no one understands, the Lord is near, holding you, comforting you, and strengthening your spirit. The world is full of people who will never understand your strength because they have never had to endure what you have. They may call you cold, too guarded, too distant, too hard, but they do not know the weight you carry. They do not know how many nights you have fought battles in your mind, how many days you have walked through fire, how many times you have picked yourself up with no one there to help you. This gift is not just about surviving, it is about thriving despite the suffering. It is the ability to take what was meant to destroy you and use it to elevate yourself. Your enemies have tried to break you, life has thrown every challenge it could at you, and still you rise. Do you think that is by accident? No, chosen one, it is because you are being prepared for something greater, prepared to step into a power that only the strongest can wield. The unbreakable spirit is the mark of a warrior, a leader, a chosen vessel for something divine. But with this power comes responsibility. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." You must use your unbreakable spirit, not just to survive, but to uplift others. There are those who are not as strong as you, those who are struggling to find their way. Your ability to endure is not just for you, it is for them too. You are meant to be a beacon of light, a guide, a reminder that no matter how dark the night, the chosen ones always rise. If you feel this in your spirit, if you know that you have this gift, acknowledge it now. Comment 777 below and claim your unbreakable spirit. Declare that nothing will break you, that no force on this earth will silence you. Greater truths await you. Let us continue. Spiritual gift number 3, energy manipulation. Chosen one. The third gift that only the most powerful among you receive is energy manipulation, a sacred ability embedded within your very being. This is not something you can learn, nor is it a skill of the mind. It is a divine power woven into your essence, allowing you to influence, absorb, and shift energy simply by existing. Your presence alone changes the atmosphere of a room. The Bible teaches us in Proverbs 4:23, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." This verse reveals that your heart is the source of your energy, radiating outward and touching everyone around you. Unlike most people who are bound by the energy they encounter, unable to control its effects, you are different. You shape it. When you step into a space, you can feel the shift immediately. You sense when someone carries a heavy spirit, when the air is thick with negativity, or when something is off, even if no one else notices. This gift explains why people react to you in such extreme ways. Some are drawn to you like moths to a flame, seeking the warmth and light you naturally emit, while others are repelled, unsettled by the strength they cannot comprehend. You don't even have to speak. Your energy speaks for you. Strangers approach you, compelled to share their life stories without knowing why. Some feel an instant comfort in your presence, as if you soothe their troubles without effort, while others grow irritated or hostile, disturbed by something they cannot name. This is because your energy carries a force beyond their control. The world operates on vibrations. Every thought, intention, and emotion pulses with energy, but you wield it in ways others cannot. Have you ever walked into a gathering and noticed how the mood subtly changes? That is your gift at work, altering the unseen currents around you. People naturally gravitate toward you when they are struggling, seeking your advice, your comfort, or your healing touch. Your energy acts as a beacon, a source of light they are drawn to instinctively. Matthew 5:14 declares, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden." Your radiance stands out, impossible to ignore, and it influences those who come near. When you are at peace, those around you feel a calm settle over them, as if your stillness spreads outward. This is not something you try to do. It happens because of who you are. The chosen ones with this gift do not merely exist within the energy of the world, they command it, bending it to their presence. This ability sets you apart, marking you as one who can shift realities without words, simply through the power you carry within. This gift is a testament to your divine selection, chosen one. It is why you have always felt the weight of others' emotions, why you can sense the unspoken burdens in a room. You are not like everyone else. Your energy is a tool, a sacred force meant to heal and uplift. The Bible speaks of the heart's power, and yours is attuned to the vibrations of the universe in a way that others cannot fathom. This is why your very existence creates ripples, why people feel you before they even know you. It is a mark of your higher purpose, a sign that you were chosen to bring light where there is darkness, to change the course of events through the silent strength you wield. Chosen one, while your energy manipulation is a divine gift that allows you to influence the world around you, it comes with a heavy responsibility that you must not ignore. If you do not learn to harness this power, it can overwhelm you, turning your strength into chaos. The Bible warns us in 1 Peter 5:8, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." This is a reminder that your energy attracts not only those who seek your light, but also those who wish to exploit it. You have likely encountered people who drain you, individuals who come close not to honor your gift, but to feed off it, leaving you exhausted and spiritually depleted. These energy vampires sense your power and are pulled toward it, not out of respect, but out of a desire to take what they lack. Have you ever walked away from someone feeling as though a weight had settled on your soul, as if your vitality had been sapped without your consent? That is the risk you face if you do not guard your sacred energy. This gift demands that you protect yourself, for not everyone is worthy of your presence. Ephesians 6:11 instructs us, "Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." You must wear this spiritual armor to shield yourself from the negativity that seeks to attach itself to you. The world is filled with low vibrational forces, anger, envy, deceit, fear, that can latch onto your spirit if you are not careful. These forces thrive in toxic environments, among people who do not value your light, and they will try to pull you down, disrupting your peace and disconnecting you from your purpose. You are not meant to dwell in such places or with such individuals. Your energy is too precious to be squandered on those who only seek to diminish it. Discernment is key, knowing when to share your gift and when to withdraw, recognizing who deserves your time and who must be kept at a distance. To wield this power effectively, you must master the art of cleansing and renewing your spirit. Psalm 23, 1-4 offers solace. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. This passage speaks to the need for restoration, a process vital for you as a chosen one. When the world's chaos threatens to overwhelm you, turn to prayer, meditation, or solitude to realign your energy with the divine. Spend time in nature, letting the stillness of the earth wash away the burdens you have absorbed. This is how you keep your spirit strong, how you ensure that your gift remains a source of healing rather than a weight that drags you down. Others may never grasp the effort it takes to carry this sensitivity, to feel the unseen currents of every interaction, but you were chosen for this because you are capable of bearing it. Your energy manipulation is not just a personal blessing, it is a force meant to serve a greater purpose. You can shift the vibrations of the world, bringing harmony where there is discord, offering strength where there is weakness. But this requires intention and discipline. You must be mindful of the spaces you enter, the company you keep, and the energy you allow to flow through you. When you master this gift, you become unstoppable, a beacon of light that others look to in times of darkness. The responsibility is great, for your power can change lives, but only if you protect it from those who would misuse it. Will you rise to this calling, chosen one? Will you guard your energy as the sacred tool it is, using it to fulfill the divine plan set before you? Comment 777 below and claim your energy manipulation. Declare that you will wield it with wisdom, shield it from harm, and direct it toward the light. There are more gifts to uncover. Let us continue. Spiritual gift number 4, visionary sight. Chosen one, have you ever felt that your perception of reality sets you apart, that you see things others simply cannot grasp? The 4th gift bestowed upon only the most powerful among you is visionary sight, a rare and profound ability that goes far beyond the physical eyes. This is not about seeing the world as it appears on the surface. It is about piercing through the veil of reality to perceive truths, messages, and visions from realms beyond this earthly plane. Where others see chaos or meaningless events, you discern divine patterns. Where they dismiss occurrences as mere chance, you recognize signs pointing to a higher purpose. This gift marks you as someone chosen by God to guide and lead with wisdom that transcends ordinary understanding. Proverbs 3:5-6 declares, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." Your visionary sight is the embodiment of this trust, a divine lens that reveals the path you were meant to walk. This gift often manifests through dreams that are unlike any others, vivid, intense, and so real that they linger in your spirit long after you awaken. Have you ever experienced a dream that felt more like a visitation, a vision so clear that it carried a weight you could not shake? And then, perhaps days, months, or even years later, you watched as those images unfolded in your waking life. These are not random creations of your mind. They are divine transmissions, messages from the higher realms meant to prepare you, warn you, or guide you. Joel 2:28 affirms this, "And it shall come to pass afterward, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions." Your dreams are a sacred channel, a way for the divine to speak directly to your soul, revealing truths that others remain blind to. This is why you have always felt a connection to something greater, something beyond the tangible world. Visionary sight also grants you the ability to see through deception with startling clarity. While others may be swayed by smooth words or convincing facades, you are not so easily fooled. You can sense when someone's intentions do not align with their actions, when their energy betrays their spoken promises. This is a gift of discernment, a spiritual insight that cuts through lies and illusions. 1 Corinthians 2:10 states, "But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. Through this gift, you perceive the deep things, hidden motives, unspoken fears, buried truths that escape the notice of those around you. Have you ever met someone and felt an immediate unease, a knowing that their smile masked something darker, only to later have your suspicions confirmed? That is your visionary sight at work, protecting you and guiding you with a wisdom that others lack. Beyond dreams and discernment, this gift allows you to notice the subtle language of the universe, signs and omens that others overlook. Numbers repeat in sequences that catch your eye, animals cross your path in ways that feel significant, events align in patterns that whisper of a greater plan. You feel these moments in your spirit, sensing that they are not mere coincidences, but messages meant for you alone. Hebrews 13:2 reminds us, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." Sometimes these signs come through fleeting encounters, a stranger's words that resonate too deeply, a sudden feeling of being watched over, a quiet nudge to act or wait. These are the fingerprints of divine beings, perhaps angels or spiritual guides, assigned to steer you toward your destiny. Your visionary sight tunes you into this hidden symphony, revealing how every piece of your life fits into a grand divine design. Chosen one. While visionary sight is a profound gift that elevates your understanding beyond the ordinary, it carries a burden that sets you apart even further. Seeing what others cannot mean, you often stand alone in your truth. When you share your visions, whether warnings of danger or insights into what lies ahead, people may not believe you. They might dismiss your words as fantasy, label you as paranoid, or accuse you of overthinking. Luke 21:15 offers reassurance, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gain nor resist." Your wisdom, born from this gift, will stand the test of time, even if others reject it at first. You see the world differently, perceiving threats before they materialize, sensing shifts before they occur, and this foresight can make you feel isolated. But time always proves you right. Events unfold as you foresaw, and those who doubted you are left to wonder how you knew. This gift requires trust. Trust in what you see. Trust in the messages you receive, even when the world challenges your certainty. There have been moments when you questioned yourself, wondering if your visions were just imagination running wild. But each time your intuition was validated, each time a dream came true or a hunch proved accurate, you realized this was no accident. Ignoring this gift is the greatest mistake you could make. It is a tool given to you for a reason, meant to guide you through life's uncertainties. Isaiah 55:8-9 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Your visionary sight connects you to this higher wisdom, allowing you to glimpse the divine plan that others cannot fathom. To deny it is to turn away from the purpose you were chosen for. Strengthening this gift demands silence and awareness. The world is loud, full of distractions, doubts, and competing voices. But in stillness, your visions become clearer. Matthew 7:6 advises, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you." Not every vision is meant to be shared. Some are for your protection alone, others to guide those around you when the time is right. Discerning when to speak and when to remain silent is crucial, for revealing a vision too soon or to the wrong person can lead to resistance or disbelief. Have you ever hesitated to share what you saw, sensing that others would not understand? That hesitation is your divine guidance teaching you wisdom. Your visions may unsettle those unprepared for the truth, but they are given to you to navigate the world with foresight and power. Your visionary sight is not just a personal blessing, it is a responsibility to lead. You were chosen to see what others cannot, so that you can steer them toward light, warn them of pitfalls, and reveal truths hidden from view. Like the prophets of old, your gift aligns you with a higher calling, one that requires courage and faith. It is a tool to protect you, to prepare you, and to propel you toward your destiny. When you trust your visions, whether they come as dreams, sudden knowledge, or subtle signs, you align yourself with the divine will. This is why you feel the weight of your purpose, why you cannot live like everyone else. Your sight is a bridge to the eternal, a sacred connection that ensures you are never truly lost, no matter how unclear the road ahead seems. Comment 777 below and claim your visionary sight. Declare that you will trust it, honor it, and use it to fulfill the mission you were born for. Greater revelations await. Let us continue. Spiritual gift number 5. Divine protection and guidance. Chosen one, do you ever wonder why, despite the countless trials and dangers you have faced, you always find your way through? The fifth and perhaps most mysterious gift that only the most powerful among you receive is divine protection and guidance. This is not mere luck, nor is it a string of coincidences. It is the unseen hand of the universe shielding you from harm, guiding your steps through the chaos of life, and ensuring that no matter what happens, you are always exactly where you need to be. Isaiah 54:17 declares, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord." This promise is your inheritance, a divine shield that has kept you standing when everything else sought to tear you down. You are here because your purpose is too great to be stopped, and the forces watching over you know this. Think back to your life, chosen one. There were moments when you should have been lost, situations that could have broken you, accidents that might have ended you, enemies who plotted your downfall, yet somehow you emerged unscathed. Have you ever escaped a danger you couldn't explain, as if something intervened at the last moment? Perhaps a plan against you fell apart without reason, or a path you were meant to take shifted unexpectedly, sparing you from harm. This is divine protection at work, a force beyond human understanding that has carried you through trials where others would have faltered. Psalm 91:11 assures us, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." These angels, these unseen guardians, are not just protectors, they are guiding you toward your higher purpose, ensuring that nothing can derail the mission you were born to fulfill. Even in your darkest times, when you felt utterly alone, this gift was with you. You may have thought no one was watching over you, that you were abandoned to face your struggles single-handedly, but the truth is, you were never forsaken. Doors opened when they should have stayed closed. Opportunities appeared when all seemed lost. Enemies who thought they had the upper hand watched as their schemes unraveled. Romans 8:37 proclaims, "Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us." You are more than a survivor, you are a conqueror, upheld by a power greater than yourself. This guidance often comes as a quiet pull, a subtle warning in your spirit, perhaps a voice telling you to avoid a place, to wait when you want to rush, or to trust a stranger who turned out to be a blessing. These are not random instincts, they are divine interventions steering you towards safety and destiny. Your life is a testament to this gift, chosen one. No matter how many obstacles have stood in your way, you have never been permanently defeated. Psalm 23:05 says, "Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Even when others tried to bring you down, you were lifted up, anointed with favor that they could not touch. Those who betrayed you, lied about you, or sought your harm found their efforts futile." This is why you feel a resilience others cannot explain, knowing that, despite the odds, you will always rise. It is not by your strength alone, but by the divine forces that surround you, ensuring that no weapon, no plot, no setback can claim final victory over you. You were not placed on this earth by accident. Your survival is proof of a plan too vital to be undone. Chosen one, divine protection and guidance does not mean your life will be free of hardship. It means that no struggle will ever destroy you completely. You may face delays, battles, and pain, but these are not meant to break you. They are meant to refine you for your greater purpose. Romans 8:37 reminds us, "Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us." The trials you endure are not punishments, they are preparations, ensuring that you emerge stronger, wiser, and ready for what lies ahead. This gift requires you to listen when the divine speaks, to heed the warnings whispered to your spirit. Proverbs 3:5-6 urges, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." When a door closes unexpectedly, when a relationship ends, when an opportunity slips away, trust that it is for your good. The universe sees what you cannot, guiding you away from what does not serve your destiny. Patience is essential with this gift, for divine timing does not bend to human desires. Ecclesiastes 3:1 states, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven." What feels like a setback, a job lost, a plan derailed, a delay that frustrates you, is often a redirection, a shield against harm you could not foresee. Have you ever looked back on a moment of disappointment and realized it saved you from a greater loss? That was divine guidance at work, steering you toward the right path at the perfect time. Jeremiah 29:11 promises, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." The obstacles you face are not random. They are part of a larger design, orchestrated to place you where you are meant to be. Surrendering to this timing is how you honor the gift, trusting that every step, even the painful ones, is leading you to fulfillment. This protection and guidance come with a responsibility to stay aligned with your calling. The universe will not let you stray too far when you try to fit in with the crowd, to settle for a life smaller than your purpose. Something always pulls you back. You cannot live like everyone else because you are not like everyone else. Psalm 32:8 assures, "I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye." This constant correction, through lessons, closed doors, or sudden shifts, is the divine hand keeping you on track. You may resist it at times, chasing what feels comfortable or familiar, but the forces protecting you will not allow you to abandon your mission. This is why you feel restless when you drift, why mediocrity never satisfies you. It is the gift nudging you back to your true path, ensuring you rise to the greatness you were created for. Your divine protection and guidance is a living promise that you are never alone, even when you feel abandoned. Isaiah 55:8-9 declares, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." You may not always see the full picture, but you can trust that it exists, woven with care by a power greater than yourself. This gift surrounds you always, moving in your favor even in silence. It teaches you resilience, faith, and surrender, molding you into a vessel for something extraordinary. Comment 777 below and claim your divine protection and guidance. Declare that you will trust it, follow it, and embrace the destiny it preserves for you. Your journey is far from over. Let us conclude with the power these gifts awaken within you. Chosen one, if you have journeyed this far, it is no accident this message has reached you at the perfect time because you were meant to hear it. You have now uncovered the 5 sacred gifts that only the most powerful among the chosen ones receive: divine intuition, energy manipulation, visionary sight, and divine protection and guidance. These are not random abilities or fleeting talents. They are divine assignments, bestowed upon you by the universe long before you could comprehend the magnitude of your purpose. Romans 8:30 assures us, Moreover, whom he did predestinate, whom he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. You are not ordinary, you never were. From the moment you came into this world, you felt different. Sensed the weight of something greater, even when you couldn't name it. The way you know things without proof, the way you rise from every fall, the way your presence shifts the air, the way you see beyond the veil, the way you are shielded through every storm. These are not coincidences. They are signs of who you truly are. Your divine intuition has been your compass, whispering truths to your spirit when logic alone could not guide you. It is the voice that warned you of danger, the nudge that led you to safety, the knowing that set you apart from the start. You must trust it, chosen one. Never again doubt the messages your soul receives, for they are the divine, speaking directly to you. Your unbreakable spirit is your armor, forged in the fires of adversity, a testament to your strength that no enemy can shatter. Every trial, every betrayal, every moment of despair has built you into a warrior who cannot be defeated. Philippians 4:13 declares, I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. This strength is not just for you, it is to lift others who falter, to show them that light endures beyond the darkest night. Energy manipulation flows through you like a sacred current, a power that shifts the world without a word. Your presence heals, your energy uplifts, but it also draws those who would drain it. You must guard this gift, protect it with vigilance, and wield it with purpose, for it is meant to change the vibrations of the earth. Matthew 5:14-16 says, Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Your light is not meant to dim, it is meant to blaze, illuminating paths for those lost in shadow. Visionary sight has opened your eyes to truths hidden from others, through dreams, signs, and revelations that pierce the illusions of this world. It is a heavy gift, one that isolates you when others cannot see what you do, but it is also your guide, your bridge to the divine plan that shapes your every step. And divine protection and guidance surrounds you like an invisible shield, ensuring that no weapon formed against you prospers, that every detour leads you back to your destiny. Psalm 121:8 promises, The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. You have never been alone, not in your lowest moments, not when hope seemed lost. These 5 gifts are not just blessings, they are tools, honed through your trials, sharpened by your suffering, and refined through your journey of transformation. They have been with you all along, waiting for this moment to awaken the full power within you. But knowledge of them is not enough. James 2:17 reminds us, Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. You must act, chosen one. Step into these gifts with courage, wield them with intention, and embrace the responsibility they carry. The world needs you now more than ever. You can no longer hide, no longer pretend to be ordinary, no longer follow the crowd. The time for doubting is over. The time for rising is here. Your divine intuition must guide your decisions. Your unbreakable spirit must fuel your resilience. Your energy manipulation must heal and protect. Your visionary sight must reveal the way, and your divine protection and guidance must anchor your faith. These gifts are not for you alone, they are for the world, for the battle between light and darkness that rages around us. You were chosen for this moment, for this mission, and the divine forces that bestowed these gifts upon you expect you to use them. The question is not whether you are chosen, that is clear, but what will you do with it? Will you let fear, distraction, or disbelief hold you back, or will you step boldly into the fullness of your power? I am deeply grateful to you, chosen one, for joining me on this sacred journey. Your presence here, your willingness to listen and engage with these truths, speaks volumes about your readiness to embrace your purpose. Whether you have supported this message through a super thanks or simply shared your time and energy, know that you are a vital part of this divine co-creation. Together we amplify the light, and your strength inspires me as much as I hope to inspire you. You were chosen, set apart, and because of that, nothing can destroy you before your purpose is fulfilled. There have been times when you felt completely alone, when you thought no one was looking out for you. But the truth is, you have never been alone. You have always been guided. You have always been protected, even in your lowest moments, even when you thought you had lost everything. There was something greater working behind the scenes, aligning everything for your highest good. If you have this gift, you will notice that throughout your life, you have always found your way back, even after the darkest times. You never stayed lost. Even when you had no clear path, a door always opened. This is not by chance, this is divine intervention. Many chosen ones with this gift feel a strong connection to unseen forces. You may have experienced moments where you felt guided, as if something was directing your steps. You may have heard a voice in your spirit warning you to stay away from certain places, telling you to wait when you wanted to rush, or leading you toward the right people at the right time. This is not just intuition, this is direct divine guidance. The presence of angels, ancestors, and spiritual guardians in your life is undeniable. You may have sensed them, felt their presence, or even seen them in dreams or visions. They are assigned to you because you have a role to play, a divine task that must be completed. Because of that, you are shielded from dangers that others are not. But here's the thing about divine protection. It doesn't mean you will never face hardship. It doesn't mean you will never struggle. But it does mean that no struggle will ever destroy you, no battle will ever consume you, and no setback will ever be permanent. You may go through trials, but you will always come out on the other side. You may be delayed, but you will never be denied. This is why many chosen ones feel that no matter how much people plot against them, nothing ever fully succeeds. People have tried to betray you, lie about you, or set you up, but their plans never quite work out the way they intended. They may get away with things temporarily, but in the end, divine justice always prevails. Your enemies sense this, even if they don't understand it. This is why people have feared you, envied you, or tried to bring you down. It's because they can feel that you are protected in a way they are not. You walk with something greater. You carry an unseen force that fights battles on your behalf. But just like every gift, divine protection and guidance come with responsibility. You must listen when you feel a warning. You must not ignore it. When doors close, you must trust that they were closed for your own good. When certain people are removed from your life, you must not chase after them. The universe sees what you cannot. The divine forces that guide you know things you do not. When you are being redirected, when obstacles appear, it is not a punishment, it is protection. Many times, chosen ones face unexpected delays. Plans don't always go the way they intended. Things fall apart at the last minute, but later they realize that these delays saved them from something they couldn't see at the time. The wrong opportunities were blocked, the wrong people were removed, and the right path was revealed in perfect timing. This is why patience is key. Divine guidance does not operate on human time. It does not follow the schedules of the world. It moves according to a higher plan, one that we often cannot understand at the moment. But if you trust it, if you surrender to it, you will always end up exactly where you need to be. If you have this gift, you will also notice that you are always being taught lessons. The universe does not allow you to stay stagnant. If you try to ignore your calling, if you try to fit in with the world, something will always happen to pull you back to your path. You cannot live like everyone else. You cannot do what others do. When you try, things will fall apart, not because you are cursed, but because you are chosen. You were never meant for the ordinary. You were meant for something greater. And because of that, the forces protecting you will not allow you to settle for less than what you were created for. That is why certain relationships never worked. That is why certain jobs never lasted. That is why you could never stay in places that were not meant for you, no matter how much you tried. Something always pushes you out. And when you look back, you will see that every time you were removed from something, something better came in its place. This is the divine protection and guidance that surrounds you. It is always working, even when you don't see it. It is always moving, even when you feel stuck. It is always aligning things in your favor, even when everything seems to be going wrong. The key is trust. The key is listening. The key is understanding that nothing happens by accident. Chosen one, you are never alone. You are never forgotten. You have always been guided, always been protected. And as long as you continue to follow the path meant for you, nothing, no enemy, no obstacle, no force in this world can stop you. Chosen one, if you have made it this far, it is no accident. This message has reached you at the perfect time because you were meant to hear it. You have now come to understand the sacred gifts that only the most powerful among the chosen ones receive. These gifts are not given by chance. They are not random abilities. They are divine assignments bestowed upon those who have been called for something greater. And if these words have resonated with your soul, if you recognize these gifts within yourself, then you are one of them. You are not ordinary. You never were. From the moment you came into this world, you were different. You have felt it your entire life, even when you couldn't explain it. The way you see things, the way you feel energy, the way you survive what others could not. These are not coincidences. These are signs of who you truly are. Now, the question is not if you are chosen, but what will you do with it? Because knowledge alone is not enough. Awareness alone is not power. The gifts you have been given are not just for you. They are meant to be used. They are meant to be sharpened, protected, and mastered. The divine does not give power without purpose. And if you do not step fully into your calling, if you allow fear, doubt, or distraction to keep you from embracing these gifts, then you are rejecting the very reason you were placed on this earth. You now understand that your divine intuition is your guide, your inner knowing, the whisper of the universe leading you toward your destiny. You must learn to trust it. Never again should you second-guess what your spirit already knows. Never again should you ignore the signs, the messages, the gut feelings that have always been trying to direct you. This is your spiritual compass, and if you trust it, it will never lead you astray. You know that your unbreakable spirit is proof of your power. Everything that was sent to destroy you failed. Every trial, every betrayal, every hardship, it did not break you, it built you. You now see that your suffering was never a punishment, it was preparation. The strength you have gained from your pain is the foundation of your purpose. You are a warrior, a survivor, a being who cannot be defeated. But strength alone is not enough. You must use it. You must stand tall, step forward, and embrace the fact that you were made for more. You understand now that energy manipulation is not just something that happens around you, it is something that flows through you. Your presence alone is powerful. You shift the vibrations of the spaces you enter. People feel your energy before you even speak. This means you must be mindful of where you go, who you give your energy to, and what you allow into your space. You are not like everyone else. Your energy is sacred and it must be protected. Your visionary sight has been showing you the truth long before you had words to explain it. You have always seen beyond the surface, beyond illusions, beyond what others perceive. But now you must own this gift. You must listen to the visions, the dreams, the inner knowing that has always been guiding you. Do not allow others' disbelief to make you question what you see. And above all, you must recognize that your divine protection and guidance are real. You are not alone. You never were. Even in your darkest moments, even when you thought you had no one, something was always watching over you. Doors that should have stayed closed suddenly opened. Paths that seemed impossible suddenly became clear. Enemies who thought they had defeated you watched as you continued to rise. This is proof that you are part of something greater, that you are moving according to a higher plan. You must trust it. Even when things don't make sense, even when the road ahead is uncertain, you must trust that you are being guided exactly where you need to be. Now, the real question is this: what will you do with this knowledge? Because knowing that you are chosen is only the beginning. The true test is what you do with it. You can no longer live like everyone else. You can no longer follow the crowd, pretend to be ordinary, or deny your calling. The time for hiding is over. The time for doubting is done. Your gifts are needed. The world is in a battle between light and darkness, and you were not given these abilities to sit on the side. You were placed here to make an impact, to shift realities, to bring truth where there is deception, and to bring healing where there is pain. Whether you accept it or not, your soul already knows this is your mission. But you must prepare yourself. You must strengthen your gifts. You must sharpen your intuition, build your resilience, guard your energy, trust your visions, and walk in divine alignment. There will be distractions. There will be forces that try to pull you away from your path. There will be those who do not understand, who doubt you, who try to convince you that you are imagining things. Ignore them. They are not meant to walk this path with you. Chosen one, this is your awakening. This is the moment where you decide if you will step fully into who you were meant to be. The signs have been there all along. The confirmations have been given. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need permission. You already have everything you need within you. Now you must act. It will not be easy. The journey of a chosen one never is. But you have already survived what was meant to break you. You have already proven that you are strong enough. Now it is time to walk in your power. Because the world is waiting, the divine is calling, and your purpose is too great to be ignored.